Hey guys, Dale and Rick here. We are doing a recap episode today on our ISA show experience last month in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Now we were really slam busy. We are very slam busy.
Still are,
Everything,
yes.
going crazy. And man, can we make a trip out to Vegas? And we were debating. We've never done that before.
Yeah, usually the show was in Orlando one year, Vegas the next. So we usually don't go to Vegas.
No, we've never been to
it
Vegas.
comes here.
It's our first time.
Yeah, but then. Well, it started with Aaron Clippinger hitting us up and said, "What do you mean you're not going to Vegas?" And then our buddy Johnny from US Sign and Mill hit it. It was kind of snowball effect. Everybody's like, "What do you mean you're not going?" So we realized we had to go to Vegas. Really no agenda. We weren't looking for any special equipment. We already had our plans on getting the new printers, but we knew we had to go say hi to everybody.
And we've been doing this YouTube thing now here for a couple of years, and it's hard. It's difficult to get a bead on actually who's watching the show and how the reach is across the planet, which blows our minds.
We're sitting here talking to Tom and the cameras, but it started as soon as we got in the hotel at Mandalay Bay.
Man, it's crazy, right? So when we were in Atlanta, a bunch of people recognized us. Well, wait a second. A bunch of people recognize Rick Ream.
I introduced him to you.
Oh my God! Yes. Everybody loves Rick Ream. I don't know why, but he apparently was the star attraction there in Atlanta. But when we got to Vegas, like the whole time, it was like 100 times in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We were like mini celebrities out there.
Yeah, 1 year later, and it's like amazing the response we got from everybody.
It's great, and it started, like you said, in the hotel lobby. We were standing there waiting to check into our rooms. Husband and wife comes up to us and says, "Oh my God, so glad to meet you guys. Watch all your episodes." A buddy of mine just flew in from Dallas specifically to meet you guys. Asmir, he was waiting at the Square Coil booth for us. So encouraging to us, man. It's so cool. People coming up saying, "Dale, I started my sign company 9 months ago because you guys inspired me to do it." I mean, that's crazy stuff to realize that people were, watching our program and really.
We want to apologize ahead of time for the rest of your life. You don't even know what you're getting into, man.
What a mistake. We just playing around. Sign industry is great, but super hard, difficult business, And, we just had a great time. After that day, we were invited to the next LED cocktail party, after hours type of thing. We showed up there. There was maybe, 60, 80 people there.
Yeah.
It was really super nice. And Kale Kropa, the director of customer experience at Next LED, where are they out of? Like Kansas City, I believe, Missouri, somewhere
Midwest,
Kansas City. And he introduced us to somebody really cool, and that was Alex Clark, the founder of Those Damn Sign Guys Facebook group. I don't know if you guys are on that Facebook group or not, but if you're a sign guy in this industry, anywhere, all over the world, go check out Those Damn Sign Guys on Facebook. It's a crazy, rough and tumble, say anything kind of, group. But man, it's 22,000 people, sign guys, that love this industry.
Oh wait, they probably just turned 23,000 as we spoke. They just keep building and building, and it's a really good community.
Good stuff. And the founder of it, Alex Clark, he founded the company, or the group rather, 6 years ago, kind of by mistake. He was just messing around, just threw it up there. He is a certified electrician who also does some signs, but now, 6 years later, that group has 23,000 members, and it's really starting to become a market leader. People want to go to get information from.
You got questions, you go on there and you get a consensus, or there may be some smart aleck answers too, but you get a good consensus of what other people are doing in the industry.
2 years ago, we went on to Those Damn Sign Guys, and I wrote a post that said, "Hey, we're looking for management software. What do you guys think?" And here comes a barrage. All these different
6
things.
or 8 different software that we got, people threw at us, and we had to figure out which one we wanted to try.
Yep.
Right?
And we went down that list, and then when we got to Aaron at Square Coil, we fell in love with the system, with the people, with his whole group of people, with how the program worked. And we met that guy, and that program changed how we do business, and it was because Those Damn Sign Guys, right? So that was a great time meeting him and hanging out with him, and really learned a lot.
That was a good night, and I don't know how many people we end up hanging out with that night, but there must be like 40 of us in one little cocktail bar there.
Yep. And that was the night we discovered that 2 drinks in Vegas could cost you $68.
Vegas is not cheap, but it's fun.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, we got financially abused while we were out there. It was pretty much a culture shock. We haven't been there in so long, but we had a good time.
It was fun.
Next day, same thing. We're giving interviews with Signs of the Times magazine to this company called Hafner, and they're this company that makes these crazy milling machines. You know more about it than I do as far as how that thing works, but it's just this crazy, big, twice as big as this room, beautiful machine. I'm like, I want one just to make it look cool in the back of what does it do? I don't know if we'd use it a lot, but
I think it was the shininess and the color of it you really liked there.
it was really nice. Yeah, it was blue. It was really good.
It was pretty.
Super cool guys, super cool product. You definitely got to check them out if you're into this type of milling, extrusion, and things that this machine does. Really great stuff. So we're interviewing them with Signs of the Times magazine, introducing them for a new product of the show. And these guys come over and they tap my arm. I said, "What's up?" It's two guys out of California, and they said, Dale, he says, about 10 months ago, we bought a sign company.
Right, they were a big printing company, right?
Print
press company.
Yeah, big print company, and we bought this sign company. He said, my guys came to me and said, we don't know how to make signs. He says, you guys are part of our handbook. He said, we tell them to go home and watch your episodes, and when you do, you'll know how to make a sign. It's crazy, man. It gives those goosebumps again. It's pretty cool, seeing that kind of response.
Yeah, I wish that we had, we must have taken 100 pictures with people, and we should have been thinking to use our cameras at the same time. So hey, if you took pictures with us out there and we did not get a copy, please hit us up on YouTube or send them to our Facebook page and show us pictures. We really like to see them all.
And what else was really crazy out there is that we've been to Atlanta show once and then all these Orlando shows, and we kind of get the East Coast kind of people, but in Vegas, the California, that West Coast side,
yeah.
There was people all over the world that we'd never contacted or talked to before. But I'm telling you, people are watching the show. My buddy is watching it in Nigeria with his crazy sign company. He showed me pictures of his work, and it's just beautiful sign work. And he's like, "Oh, where are you from?" From Nigeria.
Samoa.
I said, "Man, what?"
Nice couple from Samoa that we talked to. Very nice people.
Super nice. He and his wife and his baby, they were there. I said, "How long did it take to get here?" He said, "It took 5 hours to fly to Hawaii and 5 hours to fly to Vegas." I'm like, "Man, 10 hours? I don't know.
True,
if I would do that." He said, "We only came here to see you." No, he didn't say that. But he did say, "We don't watch Netflix anymore. We just binge your show." And his wife was over there going, "Yes, that's true." We sure appreciate that. That's awesome stuff. But really, it really showed us the reach that sign industry has. Like I've always said, when we first started this thing, it's not about Media One necessarily. I mean, obviously it's our show, but this is about exposing this industry. There's so many badass sign companies out there that are doing work twice, 4, 10 times bigger than what we're doing. And, it was just really humbling to see, people are watching that, and we're helping.
The reason they're attracted and they come to our show, there is nothing else out there about the sign industry.
That's true.
Wendy, have you ever seen anything out there about what we do?
That's true. Yep. And here's another good point. We had at least a dozen people come up to us and tell us the reason why they like the show is because we're not afraid to show secrets. And this has been something we've been dealing with for years and years and years, especially I write the Signs of the Times article, and I write this article and people are like, "Oh, you can't tell them all the secret that you did on this rap." And I'm like, why? I mean, there's a lot more people out there that know how to build a channel there than us.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't, it's nothing that we're afraid of doing, I think that's inclusive. And it really, everybody thought that was a great thing, that we're not holding that close to our chest.
It makes the industry better for everybody if everybody is kind of on the same page, or if they have questions. If you don't try to hide how to do things properly, it gives the whole industry a better rep and uplifts everybody.
Exactly. And we are willing to look at projects you guys are doing. If there's something I don't know if we're going to Samoa, we might, but if there's some crazy program going on, or you guys have a great project that you think would make a great episode, man, send it to us, put the comments in there, shoot us an email or whatever, and we'd sure like to talk to you about it, because we'd like to start kind of featuring some other sign companies as well and show what this industry is about. This episode, recapping what we had go on at the show, is great. Next episode, we're going to recap all the young up-and-coming sign companies that we actually spoke to out there. They asked us questions. They asked you a bunch of questions, what we learned way back in the day that we can apply and teach other sign companies that necessarily haven't been through that yet. So next episode, make sure you guys check it out, because we're going to go over some of our helpful tips and suggestions.
Yeah, and if you have questions or you have concerns in what you're doing every day, send them in. If we can help you, we can. If not, we'll put it out there to those damn sign guys and see if somebody else has an idea.
It was a really great show in Vegas. If we met you out there, if we saw you out there, we had an amazing time. Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you in Atlanta. I'm sorry, it's not Atlanta. We'll see you in Orlando next year for the ISA show right here in town, and you guys come hang out with us.
And send us your pics.